Hey guys, hey Master 11s, how are you? So glad to see you again. Julie Saillant here. I am thrilled to be here. Just haven't seen you guys in a while. I've been working really hard lately. I hope everything's been good for you guys. And I'm thrilled today to give you another video. And if you are new, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family. Love having you guys. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Just a couple of housekeeping things. So I am Julie Saillant. I'm an intuitive healer for your life and business. I'm an animal communicator. I'm a seer. I'm a channeler. I'm a shaman. I do lots of different things. I am able to talk to spirit, God, the universe, as well as your ancestors, and also animals, spirit animals, as well as animals, as in my horse and domestic dogs and cats, either they're here or if they have gone over to the other side. And I am a life path master number 11. And here at this channel, it's all about life path numbers. And you get that by basically it's your birthday, right? It's your birthday. So you take the month, year, and day that you're born and add up the numbers. So for instance, mine is October, that's the 10th month. So 1 plus 0 equals 1. And then the day I was born is the 25th. So 2 plus 5 equals 7. And then if you take 1983, you add up the 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 3, that's 21. You take those three numbers, right? The month, which is 1, the day, which is 7, and then the year, which is 21. You add up those numbers. That brings you, for me, to 29. 2 plus 9 equals 11. So you're always trying to bring it down to the lowest number. Master numbers there are three master numbers, 11, 22, 33. We are the ones that have been around the longest. We've reincarnated the most. We have extraordinarily big hearts. We are very empathic, very intuitive. We have big missions because we've been around the block a little bit and we're here to help humanity as well as animals. And we are here today to basically, I'm here to give you some guided messages from spirit. If your ancestors have anything to say, and I don't read tarot cards, but what I do is I have spirit animal cards, which I will read. They had a bunch come out today, as well as somebody's having a hard time speaking because my throat's going and I wasn't having any problems before. If you're having a hard time speaking your truth, this is for you. You need to really, they're telling me you need to really move towards what you're afraid of. Okay, this is how it works. If I'm channeling and if you're listening to me and you're not watching me, if I'm listening and stopping and starting, it sounds like, but that's because I'm listening to what spirit's trying to say to me. And for right now, for some of you, you're having a very hard time speaking. My throat's like stuck, like it doesn't want to, it was fine before I started. So this means that someone out there does not want to speak their truth. And for a lot of us 11th, that's very common because we have been made fun of so much, or we just have this block around speaking our truth. And it's from lifetimes and this lifetime of just really not being able to stand in our power, right? But we're going to change that. I also do have some messages from the stars, right? The fixed stars. So I've got that for you as well. So I've already called in the angels, my archangels. Let's do this. I would like to just have you take a minute to take a deep breath. And I'd like you just to focus on your heart and focus on expanding it. So take a deep breath in. Focus on expanding your heart and let it out. Take another deep breath in. Focus on expanding your heart. Let it out. Okay, so I will strive to give you all the messages that come. I ask all of the ancestors to please come forward for the people that are listening. This is a timeless video. It's for the collective. It may or may not resonate with you. I hope it does. If it doesn't, hopefully the next one will. Please leave me all your comments because I respond to all of them. And I do like to just get back to you guys. And it really helps me with the content. Share this with everybody because I'm growing the channel thanks to your help. Wow, this is really bad. Hold on a second here. I'll take a drink. Or the enemy really doesn't want me to get this message out today, but that's tough crap because it's coming out anyways. Because I always show up for you guys. I don't care. And just really quickly, if you would like to donate to the channel, there's a link below. If you'd like to work with me, either one single session, or if you'd like to work with me about 1 month, 3 month, and 6 month coaching packages, you can get those as well. They're down in the box below. Okay, so as always, I do have channel messages from Spirit from the last 2 years. I've got so much to offer you. And today, I really wanted to give you two things. The first one I wanted to read to you, and this was given to me just recently. I just got this. You know, one of the greatest things that I'm able to do for people is to give them a vision of themselves that they have never had for themselves. Like, I work with people who, you know, just like you, they're here, but they want to be there, right? So how do we bridge that gap? And it could be something huge. It could be something like maybe you're working a day job, because as I was speaking to somebody just the other day, a private client, she felt like I felt. Every day she hated it, right? Every day she went to work thinking, I'm dying here. Like, it looks great on the outside, but on the inside, I know it's not a match. And I feel like I'm dying every day because I'm not using my gifts. And what I do is I give you that vision for yourself that sometimes you can't have, right? So sometimes if you can't see yourself, for instance, as the global brand, I can do that for you. That's my specialty. That's my superpower, right? One of the things I do is I can say, hey, Julie, you know, I know you think of yourself as wanting to be this, you know, wonderful entrepreneur, you know, for local people doing XYZ, but I see you as a global brand. You're working with, you know, large companies, mid-sized to large companies all over the globe. And this is what you're helping them do, helping them transform, helping their employees transform this way. I can give you that new and improved version of you. I say like 2.0, like Julie 2.0, right? And if you don't have that, you've got to find somebody who can give that to you. Because as a Master Life Path 11, okay, you guys got it going on. Okay, you got to remember this. I know we're quirky. I know we have gone through a lot of shit in our lives. I know that we can have a tough exterior and we're soft inside, because I'm just like you. But I also know that we have a never quit attitude. Like, we will never stop until we get what we want. And if you have stopped and you've given up, there's no shame in that, right? That's life. And you can just as easily get back on that treadmill and get to where you really want to go. Maybe that was a detour that you were supposed to take. Because remember, your soul came here and agreed to all of this. So everything that you're learning right now, you agreed to it, right? And your soul obviously needed to have it. But here's a channeling I got, and I really want you to get this today because it's important. It says, you know, take this is the realness, right? A lot of times we can play the victim. Okay, I'm just going to put that out there. I'm good at this and I shouldn't do it. I'm trying to get out of it because it does me no good. And it's just something that we can fall into, right? And it says, you are no victim. Get rid of the victim mentality. It does not serve you. It's not for your highest good. You are a champion, a spectacular, brilliant person with exceptional capabilities. Extraordinary capabilities. No one can do what you do. You are a winner. And the devil said, all direction, no focus. And I said, I'm done with that, right? The old version of me needs to go. It no longer serves me. And I was told, you're starting only now, child, to see that you're very beautiful and highly favored and talented. Something we always knew, but it took time to register with you. You have so much to offer. The time is now. We are reaching the crescendo on our planet for all light workers to awaken. It's true. Most people don't like you to shine because it stirs in them their own feelings of, why didn't I? Or I'm not confident enough to shine like that. You are seen as very strong and independent, which you are. It has been hard won, but they don't know that. Only you do. And I said, what do I need to change within me? And they said, learn to see your beauty and all that you give. Keep an open heart. It is far harder to be in a cruel world instead of just closing your wings and stepping back into your cocoon. Yet that is exactly what's being asked of you now, to gracefully accept faith over fear, to change and adapt, and to move forward. You are so used to running with fear This time, run with faith. So a couple things there. You are a champion, a spectacular, brilliant person with exceptional capabilities. This is no bullshit. This is who you are. And I don't care if you're an entrepreneur doing great or you're at a job that you hate. I don't care if you're somewhere in between. This is the truth of you. You are a spectacular, brilliant person with limitless, extraordinary capabilities. And you need to start seeing yourself that way. Okay. Because once you can see yourself in this new light, everything will shift for you and your vibration will change because that's what you're radiating out into the world. Right. But also, you know, you are reaching the crescendo on your planet where all light workers need to awaken. And it's true. Most people don't like you to shine because it stirs in them their own feelings of why didn't I? And I'm not confident to shine like that. You know, so many times we always get this pushback, right? Of, you know, when we're shining, we're just doing our thing. We get people giving us the side eye or like, you know, whatever. And you're like, what? Like, what do you care what I'm doing? Right. But we feel it because we're so intuitive. But that's the devil, or if you will, the dark side, like I always say, trying to get at you. And what did the devil say? All direction, no focus. And that's when I said, you know what? No, I need to get rid of the old version, the small version. So what version of you do you need to get rid of? What small version are you carrying around that's not serving you? The small version that says, oh, you know, I can't do that. You know, I don't have enough of this, or I can't do that because I don't have enough experience, or I don't have enough money. That does not serve you. What do you have? Like, stop looking at what you don't have and start looking at what you do have. What do you have? Well, if you don't have the money, you might have some friends. And if you have some friends, you know, they've got friends, you know, you've got great capabilities. Like, people like us, we're able to get along with people. We're able to make something from nothing. And you know, you can do this. It's just about you stepping into all of who you are and starting to believe it, right? But you are seen as very independent and strong. And that bothers people. And it bothers them because they sit there and think, I wish I'd done that. I wish I had the strength to do that. But they're not telling you that. All you're seeing is that they're threatened by your shine. And what I always say, you got to keep shining. Don't worry about anybody else. It's more than important that you shine, because right now, this planet, we're coming to a crucial time, and all light workers and seers and channelers are really being called up. I need you out here to help me. I can't do this by myself, right? I say that all the time. I mean, I'm one person, right? I need your help. So, and what do you need to change within yourself? Keep an open heart. Remember, I said that every time that you go to the next level, something's going to be asked of you. This is what's going to be asked of you. You really need to open yourself up and be ready for things to change and show your heart to the world, even if it feels like something that's hard for you and you don't want to do it because it feels battered and bruised. That will change. You know, just keep shining, keep reaching, don't stop. That's the most important thing. I had something happen this morning that I wanted to share with you guys. I had my husband's friend was going to come over, and he has a Lamborghini, and we've known this guy for 2 years, and I've always wanted a Lamborghini. Anybody that knows me knows I love Lamborghinis. I've always wanted one. I've always wanted to take a ride in one. I've seen them obviously, but I've never like sat in one. And he was supposed to come over this morning and give me a ride. And I was going to take some pictures for Instagram. It's going to be all exciting. So I was up till probably 12 o'clock, 12:30 last night, looking at pictures on how to pose near Lamborghini. I know, silly. But I was up all night thinking, what am I going to wear? Like, you know, your first day at school, like, oh my gosh, this is going to be awesome. What am I going to wear? You know, hope everything comes out good as far as makeup, you know, these things we think about. And literally 1 hour, I was ready an hour ahead of time. That never happens because I'm like not a morning person. And literally this guy called my husband and said, I can't make it. I know there's just no reason. It's just like probably he partied too much last night. And my husband's like, that's not gonna work with her. Like, she's gonna be pissed. And he's like, oh yeah, don't worry about it. We'll just do another time. My husband's like, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. So, knowing me, right, he called me up and I'm like, listen, it's not your fault, right? I'm like, but that's a bullshit thing to do to somebody, right? Like, if you knew, you should have called me last night. You don't call somebody an hour ahead of time and cancel a meeting, no matter what. And here's the kicker, guys. It wasn't like it was a freebie. He has a daughter and he wanted me to take his daughter to see my horse. So, it was kind of like, well, I'll wash, one hand washes the other. No big deal, right? Well, guess what? So this is how a typical 11 reacts. And please tell me, I'm sure you're going to be nodding like this at home, but tell me in the comments because I want to know. So this is me. Really? Really? Okay, you know that I got up really early, and I'm not a morning person, and I got already an hour ahead of time. Yep, I do. Yeah, I'm all set now. I'm not going to need him to come over at any other time. I'm done. I'm not doing this again. And he's like, yeah, that's what I thought you'd say. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm all set here. Please tell me I'm not the only one that handles things this way. So now I'm trying to be this evolved person, right? And I'm trying to think, okay, what happened here? What happened is that 11s take things seriously, right? To heart. We are the only people that will take something 10 times farther than anybody else will, which is why we are like totally loyal people. When we love hard. We go in all or nothing. We are there 100%. We won't give up no matter what. Like the ship's going down, we're still hanging on. But literally this time I was like, yeah, so what happened was I took it to heart. I took it as an offense against me. And now I'm like, you know what? If you want to do this again, we don't need to do it again. We're all set here. I'm all set. I won't. And the reason is and so that's coming off as I'm done with you, motherfucker. Okay. And don't come back. I'm not going to do this. I don't care. Cause it's like people see this as pride. Maybe there is some pride involved, but behind the pride is this like, you screwed me. Okay. I don't take kindly to that at all. And so, you know what? I'm protecting myself, right? I'm trying to articulate what's going on here because people see this as from their point of view, they're seeing this as pride. Like, oh, she's really mad, her pride, she's offended. So she's not going to, set up another time with him. And he thinks I won't set up another time with him. And am I hurting myself to cut off my own nose to spite my face? Tell me, I'd like to know. But here's the other side of this. The other side of this is that we're protecting ourselves. Like, you hurt my feelings. I got all ready for you, which I never do. Like I got up an hour early. It's a Sunday today. Today's Sunday. I could have slept in. I mean, I got up an hour early. I was up all night looking at pictures. Like I was prepped, knew what I was going to wear, all ready to go, right? So to pull the rug out from underneath me, the other side of this is, well, I don't want this to happen again because this upset me, right? And it was a waste of time to get ready. And it was a waste of time to get up early. So now you are on my list of shitheads. And yeah, I'm not doing this again. It comes off as pride, but what's really happening is I'm protecting myself against being hurt again, right? And against having my time taken away from me. Please tell me in the comments if I'm the only one. I don't think I am. I think you guys are like, yep, I do the same thing. But the reason I bring this up is because the other side of this is important that people know. It's about protecting ourselves. So here's the big $1 million question. Is there another way I could have handled this? Could I just say, yep, I'm hurt. Yep, I got up early. Yep, that sucked. But maybe I won't take it personally. If the guy wants to be an ass, let him be an ass. Like it's not going to affect me that way. And the more that I get into my spirituality, I'll show you. I want to share something with you. This is really important. This is the whole reason I'm bringing this up, the Lamborghini story. I'll have to title it that. This is what I got. When you can get to a place where you're able to remain in your power, no matter who is disrespecting you or projecting their negative energy towards you, that is very real power. When you can understand that every time you get angry, frustrated, or cut someone off, you are actively losing power and you are farther away from your goals. then closer to it. That's when you can see the beginning of mastery. You are not letting someone else move you, no matter the storm that rages outside of you. You can stay grounded, centered, and happy. That is true power. Your refusal to open up will follow you everywhere you go. This is a form of self-sabotage that offends not only you, but all those around you. So here's what I think. And this is now a little bit older, a little bit wiser. And this just happened this morning, but I'm just trying. I've never, in all my life, guys, I've never gone through what I just went through with you. Like, I'm starting to get to that point where it's like, I'm trying to look at myself, take the emotions out of it, right? Look at it as if you were someone else. Why are you reacting the way you're reacting? Does this reaction empower you or disempower you, right? Because at the end of the day, he's still got his Lamborghini. He doesn't give a crap about me. If I'm saying no to another meeting, it's really just hurting me if I want the meeting, if I truly want the meeting, right? He doesn't care. He's doing his thing. When you can get to a place where you're able to remain in your power, no matter who is disrespecting you or projecting their negative energy towards you, that is very real power. When you can understand that every time you get angry, frustrated, or cut someone off, you are actively losing power and you're further away from your goals than closer to them. That's when you can see the beginning of mastery. So here's the question, right? What's the better way to handle it? I guess the better way to handle this is to say, you know what, this doesn't really hurt me, right? It's not like an emotional blow. The guy's a jerk. It happened. That's life. Maybe this was a test to see how I'd handle it. And maybe this time, holy crap, I got it. I just got it. And you guys see it happening as I'm getting it. This was a test for me. Oh my gosh. Holy shit. You guys have to get this with me. This was a test for me, and it'll be a test for you. And you're going to keep going around the same tests over and over and over again until you get this, that instead of the angels are clapping, they're high-fiving right now. She's finally got it. Instead of going down the route you've always gone, nope, I'm mad. Nope, we don't need any more of that. Nope. Stepping away and saying, you know what? Nope, it didn't serve me. You know, nope, it was stupid that he did that. But I'm okay, right? Physically, emotionally, spiritually, it didn't hurt me. And you know what? I don't have to protect myself because I'm okay. And if I'm going to stay in my power, I'm not going to let this affect me like that. Because if I realize that every time I get mad or I'm losing power, instead of keeping it, I'm giving it away to idiots who don't care about it, right? You're like leaking power. I'm going to say, no, I'm going to stay in my power. And if he wants to have another meeting, fine. Because the next time, here's the key. I just got another one. Here's the key. Don't give it so much power. You and only you alone can give it power. Oh my gosh, this is so good today. Wow, who knew? Oh my gosh, I just have to write this down. Aha moment. Don't give something power. You get to decide how much power you want to give away. Okay? That's why things don't matter to other people, they matter to us, because we assign a lot of power to things. But you get to decide how you want to change that up. I'm really glad I brought this up because I just learned something today. I thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, all my archangels, my guides. I hope you guys got that too, as I got it in real time, because I just learned something that's bothered me my entire freaking life, which is I take things to heart. And I take some things to heart that I shouldn't take to heart, just like you do. Like this, I shouldn't have taken to heart. I know this person, but I'm not like great friends with them. It happened. People cancel all the time. A better way to be would be, yeah, okay, it happened. I'm not happy about it, but I'm not going to carry it through the entire day and make it this turning point, because if I think about it, I really didn't get hurt. You get to assign how much power you want to give to somebody or a situation, right? So if you don't give away your power and you keep it, that's mastery. You're not going to let this, you're like this, right? Whatever. Sure, I'll see you next time, whatever. But next time, I won't put as much of my heart into it. Maybe I won't put any of my heart into it. It's just a meeting. If it happens, it happens. Maybe I always hated the that saying, come see, come saw, like whatever. Like I always hated that. So I was like, I'm not like that. Like I'm a real person. But now I'm starting to see why. Of course, there are things you're going to put your whole heart behind, right? Relationships, things like that. But something like this doesn't deserve that kind of power. In fact, I wouldn't give it any power at all. So I hope that helped you guys. Please let me know in the comments if this helped you, because this was just a huge wake-up moment for me. Getting to a place of power where you can remain your power no matter who is disrespecting you or projecting their negative energy on you, which people do all the time. That is very real power. When you understand that every time you get angry, frustrated, or cut someone off, you're actively losing power and you are farther away from your goals than closer to them. When you can see, that's the beginning of mastery. Wow, dude. That was amazing. I'm so glad that I gave that to you today. And I'm so thankful. Thank you guys that I actually got this. Let me do a quick channeling for you all. Let's close our eyes. Let me see what I can get here. This is funny. They're actually showing me you as a triangle like this, right? And they're showing you at the top of the triangle, and then everyone you interact with is at the other 2 points. So if it's like this is you at the top, and then over here, and then over here, they're showing all you interact with. And this is your sphere. This is when you are meditating, or this is your energy, right? And your energy is reaching out to touch other people. This is still happening, guys. They obviously didn't want me to bring this message to you today. Tough. It's happening. Many of you are doing what I did for too long, for years, my whole life. You're giving away your power to other people, to situations that don't even matter. People, you should give your power to things that you're going to get back, reciprocal power. I'm on this big thing about equal reciprocity, right? A lot of people think that healers shouldn't make a lot of money. Why? Because it's spiritual. That's the biggest bunch of BS you'll ever hear in your life. Why? Because if you're a healer or a spiritual person, you've learned something that's taken a long time and many trials and tribulations to learn. It's not easy, right? It's a continuous journey that never ends. The stuff that I have learned, a lot of it's come from people that have passed on, like my grandmother. I don't have somebody active here in the here and now that I train with. It's been my grandmother who was a shaman. She's been gone a long time now, right? It's coming from God. It's coming from my spirit animals, my guides. It's coming from, the archangels. And this is all translated to you in a form. It takes time and it takes energy to learn, relearn. So when you give your power away, make sure it's an investment that you're going to get back. Give your power away to a sibling. If you're having a good conversation, if you're close, you give your power away to a spouse. You can give your power away at work, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it unless you're an entrepreneur and you have your own business. Because if you go to a job every day where you give your power away, which is what I did for a long time, you will never get it back. because they basically don't care about you. You could drop dead today, they'll replace you tomorrow. It's just business, right? And recognizing that every time you give your power away, you're lesser, right? You're weaker. So something like this was a perfect example where don't take it to heart, right? We take everything to heart. So for us, it's about filtering out. So in this triangle, I was really seeing where we give our power away and where we should keep it. And this is definitely one of those areas we should keep it. And a newer way and a better way to be is, you know what? I'm not going to get upset over it. Anything that moves you off your power up here, this is where you're in your power, everything's flowing, isn't good for you. And that's how you get depleted. That's how you lose power. Your ancestors are saying that there's some of you out there that have power that you're not accessing, which is just as bad as giving your power away. Not accessing your power. Let me just write this down because I forget this stuff. Not accessing your power is as bad as giving it away recklessly. Some of you have power and you've decided that you're not going to move forward, which means that you're not going to move forward in your power, which means that you've decided to stay weak. I know. Think about that one for a minute. Consciously, you've decided not to move forward. Subconsciously, you've decided to stay weak. Nobody wants to be weak, right? That's not a good way to go through life. Let's see what the animals have to say. All right, so you got Badger Spirit. I swear to God, you guys, you have to know, I shuffle these cards like nobody's business. It's crazy. Be fearless and bold. When was the last time that you were truly bold? When was the last time you're truly fearless? Don't you think that being fearless would incorporate you being powerful? Of course it would. So how can you be powerful if you're always giving your power away? You can't be. You can't be. Remember how I always had said at the beginning, if you watched my series from the beginning, I talk about the cups, right? My very good friend and colleague, Alana Kristeva, told me about these cups. She says, wallet, body, mind, spiritual, however she says it. It's basically, you have the cups, you know, you've got physical, spiritual, your mind physically, and then your energetically. And all of these cups roll into each other, and they all roll in, I can't talk, roll into prosperity. Prosperity is not just money. Prosperity is love, abundance, joy, being grateful, having things in your life. It's not just money, right? Prosperous of mind, prosperous of time, prosperous of joy, right? That's what we all want. If any of these cups are depleted, abundance suffers. And I used to think of them all in silos and they're separate and they don't matter, right? But they all matter. So one of your main cups is your energy, right? Your physical energy and your power. If that's depleted, you can't do anything. Yesterday, here you go. Yesterday, we have 2 lots next to us in our development that are not, they're all woods. And we have bunnies in there and birds in there. Well, unfortunately, somebody bought one of them and they started taking it down yesterday. And when they take down trees, I get really upset. It really bothers me because I'm connected to the earth and I feel the energy. I worry about the animals. Maybe that's just me, but if you're an 11, I'm sure you feel this too, some degree. I got a migraine the next day. Yesterday, I was down all day. I could not do a damn thing. It sucked. That is a depletion in energy. So when you're depleted, you can't do anything. You can't move forward at all. That's yet another reason to keep your energy close to you. Badger Spirit says, be fearless and bold. Move forward, even if you don't know all the answers. You have energy. What did I say in the very beginning? You are no victim. You are a champion, a spectacular, brilliant person with exceptional capabilities. Exceptional. Exceptional. No doubt. Sandpiper Spirit came through saying, be playful. So I said this to you guys so many times. This, if you can't see it, the sandpiper is actually playing on the lily pads. And sandpipers I love because we have them at the beach and they're so little, but yet they're always like doing their thing. And they always have they're always working and have a plan, but they're playful. They're fun to watch. You need to be more playful in life. Being more playful in life will make you smile more. Anything that makes you smile more makes you more grounded and even keeled. If you're always running on your emotions, you can be up, down, happy, sad, happy, sad. We don't like that. I want to be even most of the time. But I've been getting this a lot lately for myself, be more playful. Like as 11s, we're very focused and driven. But you need to play too. Balance and harmony. Giraffe Spirit, see the big picture. Remember how I said that giraffes can see from a different perspective than humans can because they're so much taller? That's what they're asking you to do with exactly what I just did when I had that aha moment on camera for you. Think about what you're giving your energy to. Think about how you can change that. You get to decide where you want your energy to go and how much of it you want to give away and to whom. And it's a very valuable commodity. The bigger picture is, what are you going to let hurt you that shouldn't hurt you at all? That should not hurt my feelings. Is it that important? It was for Instagram pictures. Yeah, I've always wanted it, but I'm not going to die and I wasn't hurt. What's more important? What could I give my energy to that's more important than that? Okay, my friends, I might as well just kiss this card. Like, seriously, Coyote, I'm telling you, every time he wants to come out, I love you. I shuffle. And what does it say? Trust in divine detours. He says, I'm coming out until you get this lesson. I think I just got this lesson though, but it was for you guys too. Trust in divine detours. Everything that you go through, your soul has agreed to. It's happening to you, not for you, not to you. They're just lessons, not failures. Trust that the divine has a plan for you. Trust that the universe has your back. Trust that spirit has your back. You know, I'm always so honest with you guys. I didn't believe that crap. I was like, the universe has my back? Really? Because you know what? I'm not doing so great over here. You know, I'm not making the money I want. I'm not where I think I should be. I don't have the money I think I should have in my account by this age. I'm not, it can go on. The list can go on and on and on. But again, remember, if you can't see, this coyote has like electric eyes. Coyotes are very resourceful. They can live in almost any condition. They can live in the desert. They can live in the cold with snow. They can live anywhere and thrive. They eat almost anything, which means that makes them malleable to their, and malleable is not a word I say, but that's what Spirit's saying, to their environment, which is what you should do. Trust that every divine detour you need to take, because if you were given the money, the status, what you want most right now, back then, you couldn't have handled it and it probably would have been taken away from you. And then Koala Spirit. This koala is sitting on a branch, very zen-like, and it says, Spirit has a plan. A lot of you don't trust in the universe and you don't trust Spirit at all. And I have to tell you, I trust in Spirit, but I didn't trust the universe. Because I was like, so far, you have not brought what I think you should have brought to me. But if I look around, I have so many blessings, you guys. I have so many blessings. And I think you do too. I mean, right now, that I'm filming this on a Sunday in May 2021, India is going through a terrible, terrible time with the virus. It's affected everybody globally, but they're dying left and right. People are dying left and right every day, right? Spirit has a plan for you, and the universe is on your side. So start believing in it. Why would you not? I was like, well, I can tough it out. I can do it alone. Well, you can, but isn't it much nicer to have an ally at your back called Spirit, called the universe? Well, Spirit can lead you, Spirit's in front, but the universe has your back because the archangels do, your animals do, your totem animals do. It's all for a reason. Just believe in it, trust in it. You know, you got like a bunch of fixed stars. You got Orion, knowledge, research, enlightenment, which is the woman on a horse, how appropriate. A woman on a horse with a bow and arrow. And Orion, as I think I've told you guys, is my favorite fixed star. It seems like it goes with me everywhere I am. I always look for those 3 stars. Knowledge, research equals enlightenment. We are one of those signs who we always want to know more. We never are on the surface. We always dive deep. This brings enlightenment. Again, they're saying pace yourself. For the moon healing, you got super moon, improve relationships, and emotions will improve. How important is that, right? When it's a super moon, everybody wants to look at it. Everybody wants to get the messages. What about when the regular moon's out? I talk to the moon all the time in the planets. I'm going to start to incorporate and maybe even have a planet course. Let me know if you'd be interested in a planet course on how the planets affect us specifically. For your fixed stars, you got Pact, P-H-A-C-T. It's Noah's dove. It's a beautiful white dove. And it says, messenger of good news, mediumship, artistic talents, touch of genius. What? I can't make this up. Touch of genius. That's what you guys are. Touch of genius. Own it. Step into it right now. Take a deep breath and focus on your heart. Let it out. Repeat after me. I am a touch of genius. Repeat again. I am a touch of genius. I am brilliant. Repeat after me. I am brilliant. You have a touch of genius in you. Don't ever deny that. When you deny it, you lose power. The fixed star Nunki, N-U-N-K-I, star of the sea, letting go of the past. Success comes with a price. And that's simply what I told you, is that success is always going to ask something of you that you don't want to give. It's going to ask for money. It's going to ask you to step out. It's going to ask you to do something different. It's going to ask you to come up against an obstacle that you've either never faced or you faced once before or 5 times before and you've always lost. That obstacle that I told you about today, I have been wrestling with my entire life. But now I understand how it works. And now it has no power on me. Last but not least, Alkaid, A-L-K-A-I-D, Tail of the Big Bear. Master, oh my gosh. Master the art of letting go. Use inner strength to remain silent. If you know me, you know I have a really strong pact with bears. Bears are very intelligent. They are super, super hard to hunt because they climb, they're fast, you know, they can run, they go underwater, they do all kinds of things. You can't get away from them. Master the art of letting go of your emotions. Use inner strength to remain silent if it serves you. Well, guys, I hope this has helped you. This was a big aha moment for me today. Thank you for sticking with me, and I hope this helped you. Please do let me know in the comments what you think of the video and any ideas that you want me to have for the upcoming video, and I will make it for you. I respond to every comment, so please do keep it positive. You know, keep it going. Please keep telling people about the station. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, there's a link there, as well as there's also a link if you'd like to purchase a coaching package as well. All right, guys, thanks so much. Take care.